What up, beautiful peeps? If you're tuned in, you already know what time it is. It's time for another Rayma Rant. Alright. Well, I hope everyone is enjoying some of the milder temperatures we're having here in the beautiful city of Toronto. Currently, at least. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'll take it while I can get it. And I mean, we still are in March, so technically, I'd say we still got a little bit of time before we can really claim those beautiful temperatures and that beautiful sun shining down on us, right? To all you haters, if you live in Canada, you should know by now. That's just the way it is. So deal with it. So now that we got the weather report out of the way and what the expectations are going to be for the next few weeks, let's get to today's rant. And today's rant is something I think, again, a lot of us can deal with. I know I deal with it a lot in my life. And it is about people who love to tell you what to do without you even asking. So as always, before I give my take on the rant, I like to do a little research and see if there's maybe some industry professionals out there who actually have a take or have their own spin on the topic. And with the help of my best friend Google, as I'm sure he or she is for a lot of y'all out there, I came across an article by a lady by the name of Kristen Winkler Snow. Now, I'm not going to say word for word what she said, but she broke it down kind of like this. Individuals who regularly give advice to other individuals are basically telling that individual they don't have any confidence in the way they're living and the decisions they're making in their life. They basically don't trust them with their own life. That's what she's saying. And then she further goes into saying maybe the recipient of the advice is showing a lack of confidence in their lives, which leads the giver to give this unsolicited advice to the recipient. Now, she also adds that those individuals that are the givers feel that this gives them a sense of control over the recipient, and it probably makes them feel better. And why would they need to feel better? Because most likely the giver of this unsolicited advice is not happy with their own life. So let me be honest and frank with you. I pretty much agree with almost everything Miss Snow said. Let's be honest, people who are giving unsolicited advice to you, number one, in my opinion, I think they like the sound of their own voice. And let's be honest, if they're giving advice and you don't want to hear it, the sound of your voice isn't that enticing. So stay quiet. Number two, I do feel it gives people a sense of control over you when they're telling you what you should do. It makes them feel good, like they have some sort of power over you, right? And I mean, maybe they don't have enough power in their own lives, so they figure they'll take control of yours. I don't know, that seems kind of pathetic to me. And number three, if they have to feel good about giving you advice or telling you what you should do, their lives are probably not that great. And let's be honest, if their lives aren't that great, should you be taking advice from them? So as this topic applies to me, I understand I'm getting up there in age. And not all my friends and family try to tell me what to do, but there are those few that do. And you know what? It's always, you should get married. You should have a kid. You should buy a house. Why do you live in a condo? Wouldn't you like this more space? I think you'd be better off the blah, 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 blah. Look, number one, I understand maybe that's worked for you in your life, and that's fantastic. I don't hate on any of those things. But those aren't at the top of my list to achieve at this time, at least. I'm not saying I don't want to get into those things. But at this point right now, I have other goals I want to achieve before I get to them. If you want to give me advice, number one, first, let me ask you for the advice. But if you feel inclined to give me unsolicited advice and tell me what I should do, number one, don't start off by saying, you should do this. Oh, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? You need to do this. Number one, that just annoys the hell out of me. And while it used to get me very frustrated, it just annoys me. And honestly, you can talk and talk and talk all you want. But I'm gonna be honest, it's going in one ear and out the other. With some people giving me advice, sometimes, they might ask me how I'm doing. And maybe I divulge a little too much information, more than they should know. So they feel they're inclined to make suggestions. Well, yes, it goes both ways, right? Definitely now, when I meet up with those people that I feel are trying to just tell me what to do, I give them very little of what I am currently doing. Just keep the conversation short and boring. Now, for all you people that still want to pry and go deeper, I'm talking about the givers, not the recipients. Look, understand what someone is doing in their life and base your advice on that. Do not base it on what you feel is right for you will be right for them, because it probably won't work. All right, so I've been ranting about this for a little while, and you know what? It's time to wrap it up. Now, I understand there are individuals out there who literally do not make the right choices in life, and they do need guiding. So I don't want to get this confused with what I'm talking about. Because what I'm talking about is people that are happy in their lives. And you have other people that are looking in on your life and thinking, oh, well, that's not good, because that's not how they chose to live. So number one, don't give advice to someone if they haven't asked for it. And if someone is talking to you and telling you about their lives, it does not mean they want an opinion on what they told you. Maybe they just want you to listen. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're constantly trying to tell people what to do, you're going to realize your friends list is thinning out. And that's the honest truth. So have some tact in life. Take a hint. Not everyone wants to hear from you what you think they should be doing. All right. So we've made it to the end of this rant. I'm gonna be honest, I feel pretty good about this one. And once again, I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me to the end of this rant. But you know what? As always, these are just my opinions and views on this topic. And you out there don't necessarily agree with what I'm saying, or maybe you do, or maybe you have something to add to it, right? How am I gonna know unless you let me know? And how do you do that? Well, first off, you could start by liking, sharing, or commenting on this video. That's number one. Or number two, you can hit us up at these various places. ratednstudios@gmail.com, our Facebook fan page at Rated N Studios Inc., our Instagrams at rayma1 or at Rated N Studios. And what we always want and would definitely appreciate, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Rated N Studios. So, we've come to the end of this rant, and I hope y'all enjoyed what I ranted about. Until the next time, y'all. Peace out. I'll see you on the next rant.